The people of Edo State, Nigerians, I told you this investigation isn't over yet. And today I bring you something even more shocking. Yeah, I know this is still very fresh, right? The Edo State government's announcement of a signed $250 million foreign direct investment deal with the EuroAfrica CCI in Glasgow. We still all remember it. At least that was the headline across Punch, Tribune, Nation, New Telegraph, ITV, most of old mainstream media. Edo signs $250 million deal, landmark investment, milestone achievement, and all this ballyhoo. But now listen to what EuroAfrica CCI representative told me in an interview today. Take a listen. Why should Edo people believe this $250 million deal signed in September if the accountability of this $300 million from June, if it is still very shaky? Yes.
The deal, you have been misinformed. The deal has not been signed. What they have done in Glasgow is, okay, you have promised to go invest such money in our place. Please, can we put down a paper so that we can sign it while you come? Because there's going to be a very detailed analysis of those things that are going to be put on paper in Edo State. That's why I told you earlier that the treaty board in Europe will be coming to Edo State to go do that. The deal has not been signed. You have been misinformed. So it is not for media to report to the public that, oh, this man has secured a deal in Europe for so amount. I told you, I said, when that was announced, everybody was happy. Then the Edo State government now quickly put down and then moved to say, you are promised to go do this in Edo State and be signing for us so that we'll see what we'll take home. That was the signing that everybody is talking about. The deal itself has not been signed.
Yeah, you heard right. Not signed. Not signed. EuroAfrica CCI themselves admit that the deal has not been signed. Yet headlines said signed, secured, landmark. So which is it? Is Edo State government lying to Edo people? Or is EuroAfrica CCI trying to cover their tracks? Which exactly is true? Which is it? And when I pressed him further, he went as far as saying that I was simply listening to all those boys, that I was being misinformed.
The deal has not been signed. You have been misinformed. Go and check what happened in that Glasgow. No, all these boys are, because I believe you yourself have not took time to listen to what happened in Glasgow, because what you are working on now is what you see, maybe the write-up you see those boys are doing in BD. That is what you're acting on.
But here's the truth. My information came directly from the Edo State government's own website and from the website of the Federal Ministry of Information. So if quoting Edo State's own website and the Federal Ministry of Information is what he called listening to those boys for Benin, if that is what he calls it, then Edo people deserve to ask, who exactly is misleading who? My investigation is based on the announcement of the Edo State government and what is in the media. Now, are you saying, sir, that the Edo State government lied about signing a deal?
What I said was that when that announcement when the announcement took place, the Edo State government quickly put together an MOU to say, you have agreed to invest this XYZ amount in my state. Yes, okay. Please sign this document to that effect. That is the document that was signed. The major agreement on how that money is going to spend have not been signed. The $250 million US, they have told you where they want to use that money. Okay, how much is going to agriculture? Nobody has been able to say that because they have not got it to such state. How much is going to education? How much is going to infrastructure? Nobody has been able to do that. It is not a government contract that you say, okay, a contract that be given to you, come and sign the contract off. It's not a government contract. It's not a contract. An announcement has been made that this XYZ amount of money is going to Edo State for an investment. It's not a grant. It's not a loan. It's an investment fund.
Let that sink. $250 million, but no breakdown for agriculture, education, infrastructure, nothing. They are talking about $250 freaking million. Yet, as of today, they cannot even say how much is going to agriculture, how much is going to education or to infrastructure. No breakdown whatsoever. No financiers, no project sites, nothing. And all those newspapers carried Edo government's press release word for word. They told us the deal was signed, sealed, secured. But the EuroAfrica CCI, Chamber of Commerce Industry, their representative in Abuja today says, no, it is not signed. At best, it was just a promise on stage in Glasgow. Nothing more. Did you get that? He frames Glasgow as just an announcement, a promise, not a contract.
It's not a government contract. It's not a contract. An announcement has been made that this XYZ amount of money is going to Edo State for an investment.
Then he tries to reduce it to semantics, like, right, shifting the language, secure versus sign. But this is crucial, right? Because the CPS and governor positioned it as a done deal. If the funding structure is not yet determined, the disbursement plan is not yet ready, the contract itself is not signed. So why did the government, why did they rush to announce it?
A man secure a deal. A man secure a deal. Is there anything wrong with saying, look, we have secured a deal with the social people?
What's the difference between securing a deal and signing a deal, sir? What's the word secure? Because you've been using it repeatedly. What do you mean by secure? What's the difference between secure and signed? How do you secure something?
When you say secure and signing, they have signed the part of that MOU that says we have secured this deal for Edo State, and these are the people giving us this deal. They are not ghosts. They are physical people who live in Nigeria and in Europe. These are people who have made this announcement that they are coming to invest XYZ money in Edo State. Now, after my first investigation went viral, EuroAfrica CCI quietly changed the phone numbers on their website. They did it so hastily that one of the numbers even appeared with an error. You see, there was a B arrow. You can see a B arrow between the digits, between the two numbers. You can see a B arrow, which means they did this in haste. Why the sudden change? Because people discovered that the first number was not connected to an office in Abuja, but to some woman in Ibadan who spoke Ibadan Yoruba. And she said she had nothing whatsoever to do with EuroAfrica CCI. And when I asked the representative about that number, he flat out denied it was ever on their website. The same number I called, which connected me to that Ibadan woman, he said he doesn't know where I got the number from.
Recently, there was one telephone number on your website, which I actually tried to call. It was a woman from Ibadan who spoke Yoruba. Why was her number listed as your official contact, sir?
That is something that still marvelous today because I don't know how you get that number to call. I thought I saw your analysis on Facebook. I don't know how you get that number.
Yeah, because
the number that was there before was directly my boss number, the DJ's number. So because of the traffic of the call that was coming in, they did not register the number for office use, which a receptionist will be privy to. And we were analyzing one number 0706262. So I don't know where you get that number from.
I have a screenshot of the number that was here before, the one that was on your website prior to yesterday evening when you changed the number. So I have the old number. That was the one I called. So to be sure I wasn't mistaken, so that was why I tried to confirm the number to the woman I was speaking with. I'm just checking it now. The number on your website was +234 706 272 2244. That was the number on your website before.
That is a wrong number.
Yeah, how could an organization like EuroAfrica CCI, a multi-million-dollar organization, how could you have a wrong number on your contact?
Are you sure you went to the right website? Because all these people have been calling this same number from everywhere in the world. How did you not get your own wrong? That is what I don't understand.
You see how funny, how preposterous. So my question is, if the first number was never theirs, why did changing it become their first reaction after my video went viral? But we all know the truth. That number was on their website and it was the number I called. So Nigerians, if this is a 250 million international investment chamber, why are they scrambling to change contact numbers after exposure? Why deny what we all saw? And why can't Edo State Government explain why they partnered with such an organization in the first place? Why? So here's the contradiction, okay? EuroAfrica CCI says no deal. They said no deal has been signed. Now, Edo State Government says $215 million deal signed. Nigerian media, the newspapers, report secured, signed deal, sealed. So who is lying to Edo people? Because like I said, both cannot be true. And the funny thing is that I have been trying to reach Edo State Government for answers, but to no avail. Dead end. Now, I want to say this. Let me make this explicitly clear. For those of you who would rush to my comment section and say, you edited the interview, play the full audio. Like seriously, let me say this. This interview was a very long one. It was about 45 minutes long interview. I cannot put the full raw file here in one video, but what I just shared with you is the most important part as regard the Edo State $250 million deal. Okay, let's not forget, I also asked him, the representative, I asked him about an earlier $300 million deal they promised for cocoa farming and ranching between June and December this year. My people, the response was even more laughable than what you just heard about Edo State. But we are going to discuss this in another video, okay? This is just by the way. And let me also take a moment to thank those who amplified this investigation. People like Adeola Fayeun. Please, apologies. I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Tunde Ednut, Rufai Oseni, Mr. Common Sense, my own very easy Omoruyi, and many others whose repost I may not have seen. Because you shared this story, Nigerians began asking the right questions. That collective pressure forced EuroAfrica CCI to start changing information on their website. And even the opposition party in Edo State, as we speak, has now asked the government for an explanation. This shows the power of voices coming together. Now, Edo people are watching. Nigerians, the whole Nigerians are watching. And the truth cannot be buried. It can't be hidden. Not anymore. This is how accountability works. When citizens and voices unite, even governments and organizations are forced to react. This is why we must keep asking questions. Irrespective of our political affiliations, we must ask questions as Nigerians first. This is why investigative journalism is necessary to all the journalists in Nigeria. If this was truly a 250 million deal, show us the MOU, show us the financiers, show us the project sites. Edo people cannot be deceived with photo ops and grammar. And to the Edo State Government, your own choosing partner, EuroAfrica CCI, has now said the deal was never signed. So tell us the truth. Did you lie to Edo people for political optics? Or is EuroAfrica CCI a shadow organization playing games with our future? Please let us know. Let us understand. Help us understand. I will keep investigating, and I promise you, every new piece of evidence, you will see it here, because this is not just about politics. This is about truth, accountability, and the dignity of the Edo people.